Hello and welcome. In this first video on the measure of spread of data, we are going to look at how to calculate the range of a data set. And the range is just the difference between the highest value and the lowest value by just subtracting. This first example asks us to find the range for the following sets of data. We see that we have in set A 58, 32, 64, 82, 63. It looks like 32 is the lowest, 82 is the highest, so the range is the high value, 82, minus the low value, 32, which is 50. This means to us that the data sets, or the sets of data in this, the values of the data in this set typically change by 50 from lowest to highest. Tells us a little bit of information about this. If the data set did not range by that much, then that would mean that it's pretty consistent and it's all centered around the similar values. But since we have a range of 50, it means that it changes quite a lot. For the second data set, we're going to do the same calculation. We'll notice that 82 is the highest and 32 is the smallest. So we'll do the same calculation. And we'll see that the range for the second set is also 50. So let's look at what this actually means to us, because we're talking about the measure of the spread of data. How much do these things change from one another? Well, let's read this real quick and then we'll sketch something out. The range is a quick way of determining the variability of data, but it does not include all of the data values within the distribution. If we wanted to know which set was more consistent, well, we would look to see which set has the values closer together. For the set A, we could sketch these on a number line. That was a really bad number line. My hand slid a little bit there. The lowest value is 32. Put a little dot. The next value is 58. Somewhere over here. Put a little dot. The next value is 63. Put a little dot. Next value is 64. Put a little dot. The next value is 82, somewhere around here. Put a little, whoops, I don't know why I put that on top, 82. So we'll see that the data values kind of vary a little bit. They're kind of all over the place. Obviously, we can graph this and make this look nicer. I'm just trying to sketch it so we can have a brief understanding as to what we're looking at when we're talking about the spread of data. For set B, put 32 over here. 74 is our next value. 76 is our next value. 78 after that. And then 82. We'll put a dot at all of these. Kind of like a box and whisker plot, if you will, but not necessarily drawn that way. What we'll see here is my graph in graph A, or my number line in graph A, shows that the data values are spread all over the place. Whereas the data values on the number line in set B are much more consistent, with 4 of the 5 numbers being less than 8 away from each other. There's only a difference with 74 to 82 of 8 units, or 8 values. So we can see here that set B is much more consistent with one single outlier, whereas set A is kind of a bit all over the place. That's what we mean by the variability of a data set, is how much does it change. So obviously the range, nice, quick, simple way of calculating the variability of a data set, but it doesn't give us all the information. Please watch the next video on the standard deviation, where we'll go into more detail about how we can tell the variability of a set of data.